We have breaking news regarding Ava Trade, a well-known online brokerage firm, has been implicated in an internal glitch that caused significant losses for some of its traders. The company maintains that there was no foul play involved, but a video released by James Erasmus, a financial analyst, demonstrates how hedged positions experienced dramatic changes in equity value the last several weeks. We'll hear from James shortly to learn more about his findings.
Okay, hi, good morning everyone. It's 23rd December, 10:50, which is 8:50 GMT. So let's quickly look at the video from Friday 20 December, where end of day I noted the equity changed by 25 on a 325 account. So 25 increase is nearly 10% change in equity when the positions were hedged. Okay, we've got an interesting video here. We've got an issue regarding hedging. So as everyone knows, if you hedge a trade, there can be no change in equity. So the current equity is 350. Let's forget about the balance in the trading history. I've had some serious issues with explaining to AvaTrade that every day I'm losing 50 to 100 in equity with some internal glitch. I think they have introduced some AI, or there's some hack. Something is going on that the trades are not being managed correctly. I didn't notice this carefully over the last few weeks. It's not the main trading account. I'm doing a lot of other work, but when I did notice it, I told my account manager and I said, there's something amiss. And he said, document it. So I started recording the video, and in the last few days I've been sending emails back and forth, comments such as, it's all in the spread, check your end of day P&L, total nonsense. Here is one of the last examples I can do, because I'm going to close this account out and perhaps get as far away from this broker as possible, and I advise others to do it. And I think a lot of other traders may have a bigger problem because they have larger equity. They could be doing some serious damage. So this is current 350. Let's look at an earlier video I recorded. I'm going to mute it. So I'm going to pull it back a second there because you can see the time. I recorded this video when there you go, 1720. And recognize the bars. This is US 30, so recognize the bars. So at this point, there was only US Tech and the Dow Jones, US 30. Let's quickly go and add up the trades. That's 11 to the sell side and 11 to the buy side. US Tech, 7 to the sell side and 7 to the buy side. Okay, notice equity 325. I'm going to pause this video. I have a lot of videos. I've been doing this for the last few days. How does equity change? It's now 350. Quickly, let's go look at the trades on board. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to the sell side, 11 to the buy side. Now we're on Tech. 2, 3, 7 to the sell side, 7 to the buy side. Now this is much easier than it was before because I had a lot of hedges on trades. The account's a disaster. Again, we're not focusing on that. We're looking at some internal glitch, some AI server problem that's going on with this broker. There could be other people impacted massively. There is absolutely no way that equity could change the last 2 hours when I was at 325 to 350. That's a 25 difference. See there, 325 to 350. 25 difference on an account this size is almost 10%. It's absurd. That's what it is. It's absurd. And that is how this account has been spliced 50 to 100 pounds per day. Imagine hundreds of traders. There's something seriously going on. I'm going to be sending this far and wide. I hope there's some audience that's going to listen. Either we got a broker issue and they're going to admit to it and help me with this. Perhaps it's just several of us. That would be an advantage, but there's absolute evidence here that these trades, if they're hedged, there's no way there can be a change in equity. I've demonstrated that very carefully here again. This is about the 10th video I've sent to AvaTrade, and I keep getting responses that I should check my end of day equity. How does it change 25, which again is nearly 7 to 10% from the last time I recorded this video? How does it increase? Because I tell you, if this had decreased, the price had fallen, I would have lost in their favor. I would have lost that amount, if not more. And that's what's been happening every day. Perhaps when it goes against you, the value increases because there's a pip per difference thing that they're manipulating. They won't say they're purposely manipulating it. I'm saying there's an internal glitch or something they need to look into. And if they don't, that's why I'm here making this video and documenting it and warning people, because there has been others reporting it. So quickly I'll demonstrate how I just did a trade here with Pepperstone. So you can see I've opened a buy and a sell and noticed the equity is frozen. You can see price moving. Now US 30, the spread's 2.6. It's not one that moves as much as the others. But the gain or loss for each position is going to be the same. Now, AvaTrade in the previous email, which I'll go grab quickly. Okay, so here we are, Tatiana trying to point out that my position changes over time. Well, that's a no-brainer because, as we noticed on Friday, it was roughly around this time that the one position, as you're pointing out here, was a sell, and it changed in value from minus 100 to minus 70. Of course, the positions are going to change value as price moves. So your buys are going to get, if they're above, say it was a negative 100, it's going to be negative 70, and your sells, which were negative 100, are going to be negative 130. Okay, I ran this test with BTC over the weekend, and here's a quick example again. Sure, I have some sells to the lower end, so let's say we have a sell down here, but notice that the pip per value doesn't matter if I bought up here or sold down here, because look, it's for 1,000 points. If I had the sell stop, 1,000 points is 795 if you're in a sell down here. If you enter a buy up here, notice again, 1,000 points, exactly the same value. So what I'm saying was that if I was in a sell and then I got myself into a hedge now, and the price goes up by 1,000 points, the sell position would be negatively impacted by 795 per tenth of a lot, and the buy side would increase by 795 by 0.1 of a lot. It's got nothing to do with spread at the time, market conditions, and well, generally that your trade positions are all over the place. It's not about that. As soon as the hedge occurs, as we just saw with Pepperstone, it doesn't matter if I had a sell from down here and it's going to be running at minus 400. As soon as I enter this one, for every 100 points up, they're going to be increasing and decreasing in the same value. I mean, originally I thought, okay, that could be the case, that you have a sell down here and its value per pip is different to a buy up here. But then I just demonstrated that by pointing out here, 1,000 pips when you buy up here is still going to gain you 795 per 1,000. And if you were stuck in a sell down here, you'd be losing 795 per 1,000 points from this position. So those positions all closed. Now it was just the US Tech and Dow Jones, and then something changed in the equity by 25 in a space of 2 hours, where it should have really just remained the same. And AvaTrade doesn't want to admit anything. They say it's normal activity. Anyone think that's normal? They're dealing with the wrong broker here. And notice how every single day I get someone else writing to me. It's a different person. Today it's now Ifiani. Hi James Buchanley. We've explained in the previous email. Yeah, they haven't explained anything. I keep making these videos showing them, and they just want more evidence. Look, get a different person every day. Basically like, what's your situation? What's the problem? Please explain. Yeah. Now I'm going to make another, in the next video we're going to talk about their spreads such as Bitcoin and the Forex. That it's just not worth trading any of the exotic pairs. Even these are not so great. And they'll say, well, they don't charge commission. Well, their swap rates are of the worst I've ever seen, and their crypto spreads are of the worst. Certainly nothing advantageous about any of their spreads with gold, even the indices. You look at gold, it's half the price. I know it's the demo on Pepperstone, but it's exactly the same when they're live. And there's plenty of other brokers. Have a look at my broker sheet. We'll pull that up quick. So any of these brokers in the top 15, top 16, I would say, especially these bold ones, are very good. Trade with those. As always, diversify, spread your capital between them. Look at the jurisdiction, that sort of thing. Long video. Thanks for watching. Take care.